Have you ever questioned the motives behind the colonization of South Africa? What if the narrative we've been told is only half the truth? In the annals of history, South Africa is often portrayed as a land coveted by European powers for its strategic location and fertile lands. The Dutch and the British, prominent players in the game of colonization, are said to have been drawn to the region primarily for these reasons. This is the tale spun in our textbooks, a narrative woven with threads of half-truths and omissions. The Dutch, the first to plant their flag on South African soil in the 17th century, established the Cape Colony as a strategic stopover for their trading ships. The British, not to be left behind in the race for global dominance, seized control of the Cape in the early 19th century, ostensibly to prevent it from falling into French hands. The common narrative suggests that these colonizers were driven by a desire for territorial expansion and control of trade routes. But as with any story, there are layers beneath the surface, hidden depths that are often overlooked. Could there have been ulterior motives driving these powers to secure their hold over South Africa? Consider the timing of the British takeover. The early 19th century was a period of great economic change, a time when the Industrial Revolution was transforming the world. The discovery of diamonds and gold in South Africa could not have been more perfectly timed. Was this mere coincidence, or was there a deeper, more calculated reason behind the British interest in this distant land? As we peel back the layers of this complex tale, we'll explore theories suggesting that the colonization of South Africa was not merely about territorial conquest. It was also about gaining control of its vast natural resources, particularly diamonds and gold. We'll delve into the formation of the De Beers diamond cartel, the introduction of exploitative labor systems, and the economic motives that fueled these actions. So let us delve deeper into the lesser-known aspects of South Africa's history and uncover the hidden truths. What if the discovery of diamonds and gold was not a blessing but a curse in disguise for South Africa? As we delve into the annals of history, we find that the sparkle of precious gems and the gleam of gold were potent catalysts for colonization. It was in the late 19th century when the first glint of diamonds was spotted at Kimberley, and the golden veins were discovered in Witwatersrand. These discoveries didn't just change the geological importance of South Africa, they transformed its social, political, and economic landscape too. The allure of these resources was irresistible to the Western powers. The British and Dutch, in particular, were drawn to South Africa's diamond and gold mines like bees to honey. But it wasn't just about the allure of wealth, it was about power, control, and the expansion of empires. As these foreign powers descended on South Africa, they brought with them systems of economic exploitation and conflict. The land's wealth was extracted and sent overseas, lining the pockets of the colonizers while leaving the locals in a state of impoverishment. And let's not forget the human cost. The mines needed labor, and the colonizers were not shy about exploiting the local population to get it. Indentured servitude, slavery, and later racially discriminatory labor practices were introduced, leading to immeasurable suffering for the indigenous people. But as we peel back the layers of history, we uncover a narrative that's been largely overlooked. The colonization of South Africa wasn't just about the discovery of diamonds and gold, it was about control and dominance. It was about the pursuit of wealth at the expense of human dignity and freedom. While diamonds and gold brought wealth to a few, they led to exploitation and suffering for many. The sparkle of these resources may have ignited the spark of colonization, but the flames that were kindled burnt the very fabric of South African society. In the end, the true cost of diamonds and gold was far greater than their market value. It was a cost paid in blood, sweat, and tears. And it's a cost that continues to echo through the generations. Could a single company control the fate of a nation? Let's explore the formation of De Beers. Now picture this. The year is 1888. A man named Cecil Rhodes, an ambitious British businessman and politician, along with his partner Charles Rudd, consolidates various diamond mining ventures under the banner of De Beers Consolidated Mines. Rhodes, with a vision larger than life, aims to control the global diamond market, and he almost does. By the turn of the 20th century, De Beers controls approximately 90% of the world's diamond production. Quite the monopoly, wouldn't you agree? But how does one man, one company achieve such a feat? Well, Rhodes had a strategy. He believed in buying out competitors, securing mining rights, and controlling supply to maintain high prices. De Beers became the gatekeeper of the diamond world, deciding how many diamonds would enter the market and at what price. But let's delve a little deeper. Was Rhodes's drive purely for economic conquest? Or were there darker undertones? Some historians suggest that Rhodes and De Beers' diamond monopoly played a key role in the colonization of South Africa. The vast wealth accumulated through diamond mining offered the British a strategic advantage. It provided the financial muscle to stake claim over more territories and resources, fueling the imperialistic ambitions of the British Empire in Africa. Moreover, the diamond industry, under the tight grip of De Beers, became a significant employer, shaping the socio-economic landscape of South Africa. But this wasn't all rosy. The diamond mines were notorious for their grueling conditions, and the labor system was fraught with racial discrimination and exploitation. So, there you have it. De Beers, this colossal diamond company, wasn't merely a business venture. It was a strategic tool that arguably played a significant role in the colonization and development of South Africa. De Beers, far from being just a diamond company, may have been a key player in shaping South Africa's history. What was the human cost of South Africa's diamond and gold wealth? This question brings us to the darker side of prosperity, a side that often remains untold in the grand narrative of South Africa's colonization. Let's delve into the labor systems that were put in place to extract these precious resources. Initially, the colonizers introduced systems of slavery and indentured servitude. These systems were designed to exploit the indigenous people, forcing them into labor in the diamond and gold mines. Imagine for a moment the harsh conditions these laborers had to endure. The incessant toil in the deep, dark mines, the grueling hours, and the lack of basic human rights. Not only were they working under perilous conditions, but they were also paid a pittance for their efforts. This was the grim reality for countless individuals, a reality that was conveniently overlooked when the glittering diamonds and gold were showcased to the world. As time went on, these systems evolved, but unfortunately, not for the better. Post-slavery, racially discriminatory labor practices took root. The colonizers implemented policies that segregated the workforce along racial lines. This was a calculated move to maintain control over the vast mineral wealth, keeping the lion's share for themselves while offering crumbs to the indigenous population. These labor practices were not just exploitative, they were dehumanizing. They stripped individuals of their dignity and reduced them to mere cogs in the machinery of colonization. The colonizers, blinded by their lust for wealth, failed to acknowledge the humanity of the people they were exploiting. The diamonds and gold of South Africa may have brought prosperity for some, but for the majority, they brought hardship and suffering. This is a part of the history that is often swept under the rug, a part that we must never forget. The wealth of diamonds and gold came at a great human cost, a cost often overlooked in the grand narrative of colonization. So, the next time you admire a sparkling diamond or a glimmering gold nugget, remember the human cost behind its gleam. Is it time to challenge the conventional wisdom and ask if we've been misled by the known historical narratives? Let's embark on a journey to question what we think we know. Let's delve into the depths of hidden motives that might have fueled the colonization of South Africa. The British and Dutch colonizers, as history books tell us, were attracted to the southernmost tip of Africa for its strategic value. But was that the only reason? Or were there hidden agendas concealed beneath the surface of these well-worn narratives? The discovery of diamonds and gold in the late 19th century transformed South Africa into a treasure trove. The glittering allure of these precious resources, no doubt, caught the eyes of the colonizers. But was the pursuit of wealth the only driving force? Or were there other factors at play, like the desire to control and monopolize these resources on a global scale? The creation of the De Beers Diamond Cartel by Cecil Rhodes was a masterstroke in controlling the diamond market. But was this merely an enterprising venture, or was it a deliberate attempt to manipulate the world diamond market for personal and national gain? The exploitation of South Africa's natural resources went hand in hand with the establishment of labor systems that involved slavery, indentured servitude, and later racially discriminatory practices. But was this just a byproduct of the colonizers' quest for wealth? Or was it a calculated move to suppress and control the native population? As we peel back the layers of history, a different picture begins to emerge, one that is far more complex and nuanced than the simple narratives we've been taught. It's a picture of hidden motives, concealed agendas, and unspoken truths. It's time to question what we've been told, to challenge the conventional wisdom, and to uncover the hidden truths that lie beneath the surface. For history is not just about the victors and their tales, but also about the silent voices that have been drowned out by time. If you're intrigued by the unconventional, eager to challenge historical norms, and ready to explore the charted, but with a different lens, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.